Powerlifting is a sport comprised of 3 lifts: the squat, bench press and the deadlift. Each lifter has 3 attempts at each lift and 1 minute to complete each attempt. The 3 referees each give a white light in case of a good lift and a red light in case of a no lift. The athletes are separated by their weight class, age category and gender. The biggest total in a respective category will win. The first movement of the competition is the squat. Once the athlete unracks the bar, stands upright with the knees locked and the bar firmly placed on their back, the head referee gives a squat command. The lifter then bends their knees and lowers their body until the hip joint is lower than the top surface of the knees. The lifter then comes back up, locking the hips and knees in order to complete the lift. The head referee will then give the rack command and the athlete must then place the bar back on the squat rack. There are 3 main technical mistakes that would give an athlete a no lift. Firstly, if the athlete is not standing erect with the knees and hips locked at the beginning and at the end of the lift. Secondly, the lifter will get a no lift if the proper competition depth is not reached at the bottom of the movement. That is, if the hip joint is higher than the top of the knee joint. Third, if the athlete does not complete the lift in one swift upward movement, meaning if the bar goes up and down before finishing the lift, this will also be considered a no lift. The bench press is a second movement performed in a powerlifting competition. Whilst lying down on the bench, an athlete creates the following points of contact with the bench: the head, the shoulders and the glutes. An arch is authorized, which allows for a stronger position for many, as long as those points of contact with the bench continue to be met. The lifter can grip the bar at any width as long as it does not exceed the maximum width, which is index finger on the rings of the bar. Once the lifter has established their position on the bench, the bar is unracked, either by the lifter themselves or with the aid of a lift-off from a spotter. The lifter's feet must lay flat on the ground during the lift. Once the referees observe that the lifter has their head and glutes in contact with the bench and the feet flat on the floor, the head referee will give the start command. The lifter then lowers the bar to the chest. The lower underside of both of the elbow joints must be level or below the top surface of the shoulder joints. The bar must remain motionless on the chest, at which point the referee will give a press command. The lifter will press the bar off their chest until complete extension of the elbow has been achieved. The head referee will give the rack command, at which point the lift will be complete. There are 4 main reasons why a lifter may fail a bench press despite the completion of the lift. Firstly, if the lifter's elbows are not fully extended at the beginning or end of the movement. If on the descent the elbows are not below the top of the shoulder joint, this is also considered a no lift. The third reason for failure is if the lifter is unable to meet all points of contact with the bench, that is, the head, glutes and shoulders. Finally, the lift must be completed in one upward movement without any downward motion. The deadlift is the final movement of a powerlifting competition. The lifter approaches the bar once the head referee calls bar loaded. The lifter can then start the lift in either the conventional or sumo position. The athlete must pull the barbell until their shoulders, hips and knees are fully locked. Once the head referee deems these are locked, they will give the down command. The bar must be lowered to the ground without being dropped before it hits the floor. It is at the end of deadlifts that a lifter's total is made, at which the placings are determined and the winner is known. There are 4 main reasons for technical failure in the deadlift. Firstly, if the lifter's shoulders, hips and knees are unlocked at the end of the movement. Secondly, the lifter will also get a no lift if the lift is not completed in a single upward movement. Third, the lifter will also fail the lift if the lift is completed, but the referees have determined hitching or supporting the bar on the thighs to get the lift up to lockout. Finally, if the bar is dropped before or after the down command without the lifter's hands still on the bar, the lift will be considered a no lift.
Good morning and welcome to the SBD British Classic Open Championships here in Birmingham. I'm Amelia Potter, and this morning for the very last session of the competition here on platform 1, we have the 84 plus ladies. If you want to see the 84s and the 120 plus, you head on over to platform 2, but I do recommend getting both tabs up and having a look at both. There are a couple of big fights coming up. It'll be one flight of 84 pluses here, so we'll have some slightly larger breaks in between. Jennifer Payet now 157.5 kilos for her opening squat. Nice, comfortable opening there for Jennifer.
Let's have a look at the lights. Our referees say that is a good lift. And 3 white lights.
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Turner is up next, also coming out for 157.5. Victoria and Annalisa, get ready.
Jenna Turner coming out the same weight on the bar, 157.5 kilos. Lovely, smooth opener for Jenna.
Nice comfortable opener for Jenna.
And that is a good lift, and that's exactly what we're looking for. A weight that, should you need to, you can take again. If you get called for depth or anything of the sort, your opener should be nice and comfortable. Leave room for you to build into that second and third attempt.
Bar is loaded for Victoria. Let's see Victoria.
Victoria Ali now, 165 kilos. Lovely and strong, almost paused it in the hole there.
And that is a good lift.
And 2 to 1, a good lift. She does get a depth call from that far side referee, which sometimes can be the risk in staying in that bottom position too long. It really gives them a good chance, good moment to see that depth. This is the side that she gets that red from. And I think she should be okay with that. Jury seem happy with it as we move on to Annalisa Valente, 167.5. Pretty comfortable opening attempt there for Annalisa, and 3 white lights. Scarlett Sataris, 170 kilos. Opening squat. A little bit of work, but looks well executed. Unfortunately, just a little high. We'll have a look at that in the replay. It can't be disputed as she gets 3 reds for it. But hopefully can come back and get that on her second. Yeah, just north of the border there. And I think the smart move would be to stick at the same weight, as it already looked a little slow. And nerves are probably playing a part here. Rebecca Coggle now, 170 kilos.
What we say,
yeah, that's moving really well for Rebecca, and it is a good lift. 3 white lights. Still away off her best of 220, but still plenty of room to go there. Dominique Fortune now, 175.
Bars loaded for Dominique.
fully kitted out in purple, head to toe. Fab look. Has a personal best of 210 kilos.
Yes. Lovely stuff we are saying. You are actually lovely. Nice one. Scan after 2 is up next with 182.5 kilos.
There's like an empty bar. What do our referees say?
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Kelly Stoney is up next, lifting 185. Followed by Cat Bell and Mel Rosford.
Millie Stoney, 185 kilos.
Stoney, 185.
Not a million miles off her best of 200, so let's see how this moves for her. Perhaps looking for a personal best today.
Lovely to open it there for Millie. What do our referees say? They agree as 3 white lights. 185 stays on the bar for Bell Catriona.
So in this flight, we have obviously the 84 plus. There's going to be a battle for that gold, and there'll be a bit of a battle for the bronze as well. So 2 side-by-side battles going on as we move forwards into the final 4 squats. Katrina Bell opening with 185. Really comfortable looking opener for Katrina.
And our referees say
And 2 to 1, a good lift. Just getting that depth call from the side referee. But I can't see the jury jumping for the button, so hopefully safe there. We'll have a look here on the replay at her hip crease. That looks more than okay to me.
let's go now.
Mel Rawsthorne, 190 kilos. Mel in that battle for podium against Dominique Fortune. The fight for third and the fight for first, both very close, separated by mere kilos. So we really aren't going to want to see any mistakes. And it doesn't seem like we have thus far for those front runners. It is a good lift, 2 to 1. Again, just a depth call on that side referee where we saw it the last time. We'll catch that on the replay soon. She seemed to be shifted by the weight a little bit, but in terms of strength, it looked pretty comfortable. Yeah, and again, I think fine on terms of depth there. Now into the final 2 opening attempts, and the 2 lifters neck and neck for the 84 plus kilo British title today. Toyosi Omotoso, 227.5. An incredibly talented lifter. Wow, and that is just so comfortable with an opener higher than a good handful of men's opening attempts. So strong. We can see here with just 1 squat remaining before we head through to the second round for these ladies. Akwin Onoa. And you can just see in prognosis how close it is between the 2 of them, 2.5 kilos. And it's one of those battles that neither of them can afford, as I said, to really make any mistakes. 232.5 for Akwin. Her best is 250. Her training has looked absolutely phenomenal, as has Toyosi is leading into this. So let's see who can perform on the day.
How's roll it, Terry? Let's go, Terry. First will be good, Terry. Let's make the second one move just as well.
Wow. So fast. Almost shaking with power and strength there on the way up. Let's have a look at again in the replay as we head through to the second round. Just a bit of a technical issue there, but we move forward into the second round with all bar one lifter getting a lift in on the board. Has another opportunity now as we head into that second round, and Jenna Turner kicking us off with 165, 7.5 kilo increase from her opener. Three white lights, a good lift.
167.5 for Jennifer. Scarlett and Annalisa get ready. Bar is loaded for Jennifer. Let's go, Jennifer.
Jennifer Payet now 167.5 kilos, a 10 kilo jump from her opener. Ooh, a bit of work there for Jennifer, but manages to stand it up. Let's have a look at that. 2-1, a good lift. She does get a blue from the right side referee, and I'm wondering if that was the referee thinking they saw some downwards movement. Have a look at that in the replay, see if we can catch that.
Annalisa and Victoria to get ready. Bar is loaded.
It definitely stopped, but I don't think I saw the bar dip, so she should be okay with that. Now Scarlett coming out to retake 170. I think definitely the smart move here. Get a squat in on the board to secure that total moving forwards. Just needs to squat it deeper. Got 3 reds in her opening attempt. It definitely looks better than her opener, which is why it would have slowed down so much. And 2-1, a good lift, has convinced at least 2/3 of the referees. And squatting it that little bit deeper does usually just take some more energy, which is why it is so important that your opening weight is something you're comfortable with. As I said before, if you need to do it again in different circumstances, it might be a little harder, so make sure you can. Annalisa Valente, 175, 7.5 kilo jump. A little bit more work there for Annalisa, but as to be expected on a second attempt. And it is a good lift, 3 white lights. Leaving a couple extra kilos there to try and grab on her third attempt.
Dominique, Bex and Kat, get ready.
Katie Simpson takes 167.5. Get them big blues on that bar.
Bar is loaded for Victoria.
Bar is loaded for Katie
Let's go, Victoria.
Simpson.
Victoria Ali, 175, a 10 kilo jump from her opener. Definitely could capitalize if Mel or Dominique make any mistakes, and could push up if she has a great day. Nice controlled squats there.
Nice and controlled there from Victoria. Referee says.
And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Dominique is on next, 185 kilos for Dominique. Mel, get ready. Dominique fortunes. Let's see, Dominique.
Just like that, the bar is loaded.
Dominique Fortune 185, a 10 kilo jump from her opener. Mel has a bit of an advantage on squats, so Victoria's just going to want to build as big of a squat here as she can heading into the bench press. And it's still extremely comfortable. A slight slowdown towards the top, but altogether very, very speedy. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Next up, 187.5 for Rebecca Cobble.
Again, I can see that. Open up that chair, 221, good lift. Sean Arterton, 190. Get the sea of red on the bar.
187.5 being loaded for Rebecca Coggle, a 17.5 kilo jump, pretty sizable jump here. The second biggest jump we see in this flight. Second only to Toyosi. Yeah, and it slowed down as to be expected, and I think she almost took a step forward a little too early there, but managed to avoid it, and I think that's what the yellow was for from far side referee, was thinking she did take that step, but she managed to hold off, and it is a good lift.
Andrew is up next with 190, same weight, quick adjustment.
Katrina Bell, 195. 10 kilo jump from her opener.
That is
3 white lights, a good lift for Katrina.
200 kilos now for Mel Roscoe.
Yes, come on. What do you say? They're actually on a team. Thank goodness. Great work there. Made their own 6 up to 195.
Bar is one for Mel,
I thought you
200
were
kilos.
bring us grass on the bar.
Mel Rosthorn, 200 kilos, a 10 kilo jump. As I mentioned, this is where she can make some ground here on Dominique.
Let's go, Mel. The last one, the second one should be just as well. Oh, yes.
Great second attempt there from Mel, and that 2 to 1, a good lift. Just a depth call on that far side referee. Millie Stoney, 200 kilos, taking a 15 kilo jump here to hit that 200 kilo mark. This is her personal best, so hitting this in her second shows that she must have been making some extreme progress in her training leading up to the British. Yeah, and it's pretty comfortable as well at that, so certainly searching for a personal best on her third. That is 2 to 1, a good lift. Does get a depth call on this side, but I think she'll be A-okay with that. And we can see here Quinn and Toyosi both taking the same weight for their second attempt. A big jump from Toyosi of 20 kilos. Toyosi the lighter of the two as well. So if it does come down to body weight come deadlifts, then Toyosi will take the title. We know both of them have a huge pull on them, so they might both get that chip advantage. We'll have to see when we get there. A Quinn Onua, 247.5, a 15 kilo jump from her opener.
Last attempt now on squat for the 84 kilo class. 145 on the mark for Terry Breton. Platform through like superhumans, get it on, and that bar is low here. Let's go. Come on, Terry.
You can see here a Quinn's best squat 250. I said before, Toyosi and Quinn both looking extremely strong coming into British, and that is reflective of the fact. Let's see how this moves, 2.5 kilos below her best. Wow. Progress she's made indeed. 3 white lights, a good lift. And maybe another 10 kilo jump there to her third for a 257. We'll have to wait and see. I'm sure they'll have an eye on what Toyosi does here, as Toyosi has made that incredibly large jump, and they really need to keep pace with each other the way through. They're so incredibly evenly matched. And here she comes, Toyosi Amatoso, a 20 kilo jump, 247.5.
Let's go, Sally. Go on, Sally, my head is rooting for you. You've got this. Nice and easy, Sally. Let's go. Come on. Absolutely sickness. Let's go.
Oh, and that is just so strong. No breakdown, no slowdown. Again, 2.5 kilos below her best and 3 white lights. The race is on. They both have the opportunity to collect a chip here, heading forwards for the British record, which currently is 258. And I'm sure that's what they'll both be going for, to try and gain that advantage. Like I said, they both probably will have the advantage to try and grab a chip here and in the deadlifts. And so will that counteract each other? We'll have to wait and see. As we move forward, you can see they've both gone here. Sorry, I've got the record wrong there. Toyosi going for a little bit less. Gonna turn her now into the third round. 170, a 5 kilo jump.
Unfortunately, not to be stuck with it. That is what matters. What's a no left, but well in, Sarah. We're taking up 2.5 kilos now. 2. Caitlin Dillon.
Oh, that's a great fight from Jenna.
Loaded. Come on, Caitlin.
3 white lights, a good lift, a great squat session for her.
172.5 for Jennifer P.N. Annalisa, get ready. Come on, Caitlin. Bring the weight.
Jennifer Payet now 172.5, 5 kilo jump from her second. Her second looked a little bit tough. This is to match her personal best here on squat.
That is 2 to 1. Good lift. That's redemption for you, Caitlin. Nice work. Ellen Johnson takes up 5 kilos now. Some of those big yellow boys on the bar. Laura's low days. Let's go, Ellen.
Naturally, a lovely looking third there from Jennifer. A good lift, 3 white lights. Annalisa Valente now 180 on the bar, a 5 kilo jump for a 2.5 kilo personal best.
Yes, come on, let's go! Come on, rules there! What's a fight? What the referee say there? Saying three, white lights, fantastic work, Ellen. Abigail Marshall now takes it up to an absolute juggernaut on the bar, 175 kg.
A great effort there from Annalisa. A new personal best, 3 white lights with energy to spare, running off the platform, ready for bench.
180 for Scarlett Santinas up next.
And you love to see it, an athlete getting a personal best, not emptying the tank too much, still leaving energy for bench and deadlift.
Red Sea squats in Abigail.
Scarlett Tyrus now, missed her opener on depth, got it on her second, now jumping 10 kilos to her third. It's a big jump, yeah. The 170 on her second looked a little bit tough, and I think trying to do the planned jump to second, I would imagine, which makes sense, but it's important, you know, you try and take what you have on the day. But a great effort from Scarlett, and definitely something she'll come back for in the future. Some huge squats coming up, as we can see there on the leaderboard. Victoria Ali, 182.5. Came in with a personal best of 165, if you believe it. Looking to extend that near 20 kilos here. 17.5 kilos above her best.
Yes! Nettie! That's it! 2 white lights, clearly paid dividends right there.
2 to 1-8, good lift.
He takes 190 kg.
The new personal best, and seems to be climbing up in total.
Bradley Potty's loaded with Sean Arterton. I'm walking out some focus. Let's get that focus onto the bar.
Rebecca Kogel coming out with 200 kilos, 12.5 kilo jump from her second. Does really well to keep pushing through that. Even after the bar tried to knock her forward a little bit out of the hole. 2 to 1, a good lift for Rebecca. Did extremely well to stick through that. Dominique Fortune, 200 kilos. Took a 10 kilo jump from first to second. Now a 15 kilo jump from second to third. Trying to build the bridge and extend the gap between herself and Mel. Heading into the bench press. She's done 210 before. Can she do 200 today? Oh, wow. That is so easy. 3 white lights, a good lift. And honestly, I would think that the personal best would have been there. But it's about playing the game on the day. Your personal best heading into it hasn't always been near and around your training. So that confidence heading into bench is going to do wonders for her in any case. Mel Rawsthorne now looking to answer after Dominique's big final squat. 205, a 5 kilo jump. Already a huge personal best should she hit this. Great effort there from Mel. 3 white lights, a good lift, and I think a good number to move forwards. Keeps her close with Victoria without emptying the tank too much, risking those kilos. Katrina Bell, 205 kilos for a 5 kilo personal best. 10 kilo jump from her second. And that is a good lift, 2-1 for Katrina. Seeing some great attempt selection and great execution here in these women. Let's have a look at that again on the replay. Great fight from Kat. Millie Stoney, 207.5. 7.5 kilo jump for a 7.5 kilo personal best.
We have some absolutely enormous weights here. And some huge lifters as well.
And 2-1, it is a good lift for Millie. 2 squats remaining and both open British record attempts. You can see here the chips being showed to the center referee, to the jury. 253 kilos. It's not a huge jump from that 247 that we saw Toyosi do on her second. And after a 20 kilo jump, you think this would be pretty comfortable for her. Looking for that chip. She already has the weight advantage. What she wants is a Quinn not to have the chip advantage, as she's lighter than a Quinn. 253 for a British record attempt. Currently at 250 kilos. It's a bit of work, but not enough to stop her. And that is a new British squat record for Toyosi Omotoso. But how long will it stand for? Will it be mere seconds or will it be a year? We wait and see here. These extra few kilos she's decided to take instead of chipping it may really help her as we head through to the deadlifts in that battle for the overall. Let's see if it is the perfect number for her. 258.5 for a Quinn Onoa for a new British squat record, extending Toyosi's 253 from moments ago. Oh, and with kilos left to spare, what a phenomenal lift from a Quinn. 258.5, a new British record. Absolutely incredible. And those 5.5 extra kilos on top of Toyosi, maybe the make or break. Let's see how the day goes on, but what an incredible squat from a Quinn. Both athletes so fierce. And that concludes the squats. We can see here Quinn walking away with that 258.5 new British record moments after Toyosi broke it with 253. We're going to have a 20-minute break now before bench press, so don't go anywhere and we will catch you then.
Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinized by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes as standard with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty.
Powerlifting is a sport comprised of 3 lifts: the squat, bench press and the deadlift. Each lifter has 3 attempts at each lift and 1 minute to complete each attempt. 3 referees each give a white light in case of a good lift and a red light in case of a no lift. The athletes are separated by their weight class, age category and gender. The biggest total in a respective category will win. The first movement of the competition is the squat. Once the athlete unracks the bar, stands upright with the knees locked and the bar firmly placed on their back, the head referee gives a squat command. The lifter then bends their knees and lowers their body until the hip joint is lower than the top surface of the knees. The lifter then comes back up, locking the hips and knees in order to complete the lift. The head referee will then give the rack command and the athlete must then place the bar back on the squat rack. There are 3 main technical mistakes that would give an athlete a no lift. Firstly, if the athlete is not standing erect with the knees and hips locked at the beginning and at the end of the lift. Secondly, the lifter will get a no lift if the proper competition depth is not reached at the bottom of the movement. That is, if the hip joint is higher than the top of the knee joint. Third, if the athlete does not complete the lift in one swift upward movement, meaning if the bar goes up and down before finishing the lift, this will also be considered a no lift. The bench press is a second movement performed in a powerlifting competition. Whilst lying down on the bench, an athlete creates the following points of contact with the bench: the head, the shoulders and the glutes. An arch is authorized, which allows for a stronger position for many, as long as those points of contact with the bench continue to be met. The lifter can grip the bar at any width as long as it does not exceed the maximum width, which is index finger on the rings of the bar. Once the lifter has established their position on the bench, the bar is unracked, either by the lifter themselves or with the aid of a lift-off from a spotter. The lifter's feet must lay flat on the ground during the lift. Once the referees observe that the lifter has their head and glutes in contact with the bench and the feet flat on the floor, the head referee will give the start command. The lifter then lowers
And welcome back. We have the 84 plus women benching now, and you'll probably hear a lot of ruckus from the other platform as we have the super heavyweight men's squats. So if you don't have both streams up, definitely do. They've got some huge squats coming up, 400 and above, 300 and above. But on this platform, Annalisa Valente's 75 kilo bench. Make sure you are tuned in for this battle in the 84 plus. Lovely easy opener there. Only 5 kilos below her best. Looking very comfortable. So you good lift.
Yes! Stay with it, and referees are saying... George Nash now takes it up to 317.5 kilos. This is a PB from Mr. George Nash. Proves to be 15, taken up by 2.5.
Should be Scarlett Satiris. Should be Scarlett Satiris on the platform.
Scarlett Satiris.
Anyone seen Scarlett? Here we are.
85 kilos. I just think we had Jenna come out a little too early there. 85 kilos for Scarlett. Only managed to get her second squat in on the board. But hopefully a much more comfortable bench session for her. And that is a good lift. 3 white lights. She's on the board with bench.
Next up is Jenna Turner, 87.5. Bar is loaded for Jenna Turner. Come on, Jenna.
Come on, George.
Clearly wants to bench. Can't wait to get out of here. Come on, Jenna.
Jenna Turner now 87.5 kilos. Just 2.5 kilos below her best. She's opening on here.
Double time down, 20 seconds.
Needs to get that start command before time runs out. 15 seconds left on the clock. Certainly doesn't want to get too close. 5 seconds. And with 1 second to spare, gets the start command.
And our referees say that that is a good lift.
And there's a good lift, 3 white lights.
On the bar for Victoria.
Certainly cut it fine this time round. Hopefully gives herself a little bit more time for a second attempt. Victoria Ali now, 87.5 kilos.
And that is 3 white lights, the good lift. Next up, Jennifer P at 97.5. Same weight as the bar for our next 3 lifters.
97.5 kilos being loaded for Jennifer Payet. For our opening bench, this weight will be taken by the next 3 lifters.
Bars loaded for Jennifer P at 97.5. Let's go there.
Nice comfortable looking opener there for Jennifer. And 3 white lights, a good lift. Hoping for little to no drama here in the opening attempts. $97.5 kilos for Mel Rawsthorne. Like we said, fighting for that bronze overall. Looking to build up a big subtotal for that fight with Dominique. And there's a good lift, 3 white lights. And there might be a loud interruption in the next minute or so, but that will just be a huge score on the other platform. We move forward with our bench openers. Hopefully not too distracting for these ladies. Millie Stoneley coming out for 97.5 kilos. Nice easy opener there for Millie. And 3 white lights, a good lift. Katrina Bell, 105 on the bar. Two and a half kilos below her best. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Bar is loaded for Dominique Fortune.
Dominique Fortune, 110 kilos. Six kilos below her personal best. Very comfortable opener for Dominique. She left a little bit of energy after that 200 kilo squat. A lovely final squat for Dominique. So let's see where she can push her bench, and I'm sure she'll be waiting for that final deadlift fight there with Mel. Equine Onua, 115 kilos, 5 kilos below her best bench. Just in the squats took the British record, 258.5.
Let's go, Quinn.
Lovely soft touch. Wow, super speedy opener there for a Quinn. And it is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Bar is loaded for Toyose. 120 kilos, let's say Toyose.
Our penultimate opening attempt for Toyosi Motoso. Briefly held the British record with her final squat attempt, 253, a gargantuan squat. Now opening here with 127.5 kilos below her best.
And our referees say, good lift.
Lovely, comfortable opening attempt there for Toyosi. And a good lift, 3 white lights.
Bex is the current record holder.
I cannot stress how evenly matched Equine and Toyosi are, how exciting it's going to be down to that final deadlift.
Let's see it, Bex.
We've been blessed with battles that have come down to those final lifts all weekend, and today is no different. Our heaviest bench opener, equal to Toyosi's here at 120. Rebecca Coggle, 120, has a best of 137.5.
And that is 3 white lights and a good lift for Bex.
3 white lights, a good
First
lift.
bench on the board as we move now into round 2. Annalisa Volente jumping up 5 kilos down to 80. She'll be followed by Scarlett, Victoria, and Jenna. Bars loaded for Annalisa Volente.
And we're straight through to the second attempt. All
Let's go, Annalisa.
12 lifters getting a bench in on the board. Can move forwards, continue to build their total here. 80 kilos in the bar for Annalisa Valente. 5 kilo jump to match her personal best. Still extremely comfortable, moving very well. And it's a good lift, 3 white lights.
Stevens is up next. 90 kilos for Scarlett.
Ladies, you just have over 4 minutes to change openers. And just under 7 minutes to a flat.
Bar is loaded for Scarlett.
Scarlett coming out for 90 kilos, just 2.5 below her personal best. 5 kilo jump from her opener. A little bit more work now, but still
And that
moving well. It's a good lift, 3 white lights, perhaps looking to either match or slightly extend her personal best there in a third. Bench does drop off very quickly. So you often see lifters implement that minimal jump of 2.5 kilos. Victoria Ali, 90 kilos in the bar. The lifter here opting for that 2.5 kilo jump, and she already opened on a 5 kilo personal best, so only up from there. Nice and controlled bench. Ooh, just couldn't quite get the power off of the chest.
No lift, unfortunately, for Victoria. Jenna Turner up
We'll have a look at that
next,
again in the replay.
Over the fan club right.
Sorry, we just look at the scoreboard here. Replay is not quite up right now, but I think that is something she can come back from. It didn't necessarily look completely like strength. If she can pull in her focus and fix up something technically, I do think it's something maybe she can come back from. I could be wrong, and maybe it is a strength issue, but we'll see in that third round as we move now to Jenna Turner, 92.5 kilos. 5 kilo jump from her opener. 2.5 kilo personal best. Lovely second attempt, a good lift, 3 white lights.
Next for Jennifer Piet. Millie, Mel, and Kat to get ready. Bar is loaded for Jennifer Piet, 102.5.
Jennifer Payer, 102.5, matching her personal best here on her second. Should she make this 5 kilo jump from her opener? Small bit of turbulence on the way up there, but altogether moved pretty well, especially for a match personal best. 3 white lights, and can move only up from there. Anything she will attempt on that third will be for a personal best. 102.5 remains on the bar for Millie Stoneley, also looking to match her personal best. 5 kilo jump. Lovely soft touch there from Millie, and really speedy second attempt. Honestly, didn't move really any differently from that opener. Super comfortable.
Bar is loaded for Mel, 105.
Mel Rawsthorne, 105 on the bar for a 2.5 kilo personal best. 7.5 kilo jump. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Dominique, Quinn, and Rebecca, get ready.
You can hear with Mel trying to make slightly more aggressive jumps on bench than Dominique, trying to close that gap before they head into deadlifts, but We'll see how that pans out as they fight for that bronze, their gold and silver. Already decided should all go well for Quinn and Toyosi. 110 kilos for Katrina Bell, a 5 kilo jump for a 2.5 kilo personal best.
And that is either center line, center referee at either light, center referee at either light, center referee, thank you. 3 white lights and again left, 115 for Dominique up next, the Quinn.
Just checking that is the right weight on the bar. 115 on the bar for Dominique Fortune, a 5 kilo jump. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights. With 3 second attempts remaining before we head into the third and final round of bench. A Quinn Onua, 120 on the bar, 5 kilo jump. Now on prognosis, should a Quinn make this and Toyosi make her second attempt, separated by only 0.5 kilo. On prognosis heading into that third round. So jumps really are important, making attempts are really important. We can see Toyosi being a little bit more aggressive with the jumps. We'll see how that pans out as we push through to this second round. Very comfortable. I certainly would expect to see another 5 kilo jump there for a Quinn. Rebecca Coggle now 125, 5 kilo jump from her opener. Very smooth second attempt for Rebecca Coggle, but unfortunately 2-1 a no lift. We'll hopefully catch that in the replay. I'm wondering if that was for a jumped command. I've got my eyes on the jury and the referees, but no one seems to be budging, so I think they're quite happy with that decision. Unfortunately, she'll have to push on that third, decide to take it again or move up. Toyosi Omatoso now 127.5, looking to match her personal best here in her second, and this slightly larger gap, a jump that she's made than a Quinn. Like I said, it puts them very, very close on prognosis. Toyosi, the lighter of the two lifters. And it is a lovely soft touch, a good bench. 3 white light is a good lift. She lost her line a little bit, which I wonder if the coach then wants to take a more conservative 2.5 and assure that she gets those extra kilos, or wants to keep up with the more aggressive play in pushing the jump and trying to close the gap between herself and a Quinn. We move through to the third round now, and Annalisa Valente, 85 kilos for a final attempt and a new personal best. No, just too heavy today for Annalisa, but walks away with that 80 kilos, which is a match personal best.
This is on her second. Another drop on her third. Power's looking for Victoria. Let's go, Victoria. Come on. You got this, Victoria.
Victoria Ali now retaking that 90 kilos. And I wasn't sure if it was a strength issue or a technique issue there on her second. This would answer a lot of questions. It didn't look like a full strength issue to me. But let's have a look and see. Certainly looks strong out the rack. Yeah, and she tries to fight through, and it's definitely better than that second. Jenna Turner, 95 kilos, a 2.5 kilo jump.
Bar is loaded for Jenna.
Jenna Turner, 95 kilos. Opting for a 2.5 kilo jump. Oh, a big fight there from Jenna. She looks chuffed with that, and she should be 3 white lights, a good lift. Sorry for the abrupt end of speech before. I think that was some sort of deep heat explosion that made breathing pretty difficult over here for a moment. Yeah, great third attempt there. Scarlett, 95 kilos for a new personal best. So far having a much better run on bench than she did on squat. Still opting for a 5 kilo jump. Just, I think 5 was a little too eager. But you know, if you're not in contention for that overall podium, which is in high contention anyway, then you're at nationals. If you're looking for personal best, she could either have matched it on that third or gone for that personal best. So she doesn't lose anything out if that was the choice she wanted today. Jennifer Payette, 105 on the bar for a new personal best, a 2.5 kilo jump here. Oh, slowed down, even stops there on the way up. Don't think the bar dipped. Yeah, 3 white lights, a good lift, and it is very tough when the bar comes to a standstill to not allow the bar to dip. So great effort from Jennifer there. Mel Rawstorm, 107.5, 5 kilo jump. Sorry, 2.5 kilo jump for 5 kilo personal best. Lovely looking third there from Mel. And a good lift, 3 white lights. Doing a really good job of trying to stay close behind Dominique heading into deadlifts. Millie Stoney, 107.5. 5 kilo jump for a new personal best. And that is a good lift. 3 white lights, a new personal best for Millie.
Bar is loaded. Let's go, Cap. Big finish, Cap. Come on. Got it, Cap.
5 benches remaining here. Katrina Bell up first, taking 2.5 kilo jump to 112.5. Your 5 kilo personal best. Already hit a 5 kilo PB on squat, looking to do the same here on bench. Having a great day so far. Not quite there today, but she still walks away with a 2.5 kilo best on bench and a 5 kilo best on squat.
Dominique is up next, 117.5. Only 4 lifts away here on platform 1. 117.5 kilos for Dominique. Bar is loaded for Dominique. Let's see it,
Dominique Fortune, 117.5 kilos. 1.5 kilo personal best should Dominique get this lift. It would also keep the gap at 10 kilos between herself and Mel for that podium finish, heading into deadlifts. And the strength certainly was there. So was the technique. 3 white lights, a good lift, and it's all smiles from Fortune.
Bar is loaded for a Quinn. 125 kilos. Let's see it, Quinn.
A Quinn 125. This would be a 5 kilo personal best. And she's paced herself for a 10 kilo spread across bench. Toyosi has done the same, but in a different sort of spread. 5 kilos even here for a Quinn. For a 5 kilo personal best on bench after an 8.5 kilo personal best on squat. Building to be quite the battle between the pair. And still with kilos to spare in the squat and in the bench. Energy for that big pull at the end of the day. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Followed by Toyosi. Final 2 bench presses in this equal plus
And should both lifters make their third bench, we see a Quinn just has if Toyosi makes it as well. 3 kilos separates them. Heading into deadlifts. 5.5 if Toyosi's to miss. 127.5 now for Rebecca Coggle. She just, I believe, jumped the command on her second. Strength was not an issue. Yeah, again, weight not an issue whatsoever. Seems like she waited this time round and is rewarded 3 white lights.
Final bench press in this equal plus category comes from Toyosi. Omatoso is 130 kilos. Bar is loaded for Toyosi. 130.
And our final bench of the flight, Toyosi Matoso, 2.5 kilo jump to 130. Keeps her nice and tight with a Quinn heading into deadlifts. 3 kilos, not a big spread should she make this. 5.5 kilos, also not big, but I know that they'll want to stay as close as possible with the weight advantage. This would be for a 2.5 kilo personal best. Weight looks good, strength looks good, and so does the technique. It is a good lid, 3 white lights, and a pretty comfortable third, a little smoother than that second. And the gap stays tight as we head into the deadlifts. Let's have a look at that again. The bar looks much more steady in her hands for the third. Perhaps just a little bit more confident. But that concludes the bench press as we head into the deadlifts. A battle ensues for gold, a battle ensues for bronze. You're not going to want to miss it here in 20 minutes time. We'll see you then.
Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinised by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes, as standard, with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty.
Powerlifting is a sport comprised of 3 lifts: the squat, bench press and the deadlift. Each lifter has 3 attempts at each lift and 1 minute to complete each attempt. 3 referees each give a white light in case of a good lift and a red light in case of a no lift. The athletes are separated by their weight class, age category and gender. The biggest total in a respective category will win. The first movement of the competition is the squat. Once the athlete unracks the bar, stands upright with the knees locked and the bar firmly placed on their back, the head referee gives a squat command. The lifter then bends their knees and lowers their body until the hip joint is lower than the top surface of the knees. The lifter then comes back up, locking the hips and knees in order to complete the lift. The head referee will then give the rack command and the athlete must then place the bar back on the squat rack. There are 3 main technical mistakes that would give an athlete a no lift. Firstly, if the athlete is not standing erect with the knees and hips locked at the beginning and at the end of the lift. Secondly, the lifter will get a no lift if the proper competition depth is not reached at the bottom of the movement. That is, if the hip joint is higher than the top of the knee joint. Third, if the athlete does not complete the lift in one swift upward movement, meaning if the bar goes up and down before finishing the lift, this will also be considered a no lift. The bench press is a second movement performed in a powerlifting competition. Whilst lying down on the bench, an athlete creates the following points of contact with the bench: the head, the shoulders and the glutes. An arch is authorized, which allows for a stronger position for many, as long as those points of contact with the bench continue to be met. The lifter can grip the bar at any width as long as it does not exceed the maximum width, which is index finger on the rings of the bar. Once the lifter has established their position on the bench, the bar is unracked, either by the lifter themselves or with the aid of a lift-off from a spotter. The lifter's feet must lay flat on the ground during the lift. Once the referees observe that the lifter has their head and glutes in contact with the bench and the feet flat on the floor, the head referee will give the start command. The lifter then lowers the bar to the chest. The lower underside of both of the elbow joints must be level or below the top surface of the shoulder joints. The bar must remain motionless on the chest, at which point the referee will give a press command. The lifter will press the bar off their chest until complete extension of the elbow has been achieved. The head referee will give the rack command, at which point the lift will be complete. There are 4 main reasons why a lifter may fail a bench press despite the completion of the lift. Firstly, if the lifter's elbows are not fully extended at the beginning or end of the movement. If on the descent the elbows are not below the top of the shoulder joint, this is also considered a no lift. The third reason for failure is if the lifter is unable to meet all points of contact with the bench, that is, the head, glutes and shoulders. Finally, the lift must be completed in one upward movement without any downward motion. The deadlift is the final movement of a powerlifter.
And welcome back as we head into the deadlift event for the 84 plus women, and kicking us off, Rebecca Coggle, 150 kilos. Some lifters here you can see opt to wear their belt backwards, the buckle at the back, and that is just so there's a little less bulk at the front. That's a good lift, 3 white lights.
3 white lights and a good lift.
You have to have pretty good mobility to clip that up though. I'm not sure my shoulders would allow for that.
65 kilos for Jennifer Payne up next. Millie, Scarlett, and Kat to get ready.
And just looking at the forecast for those openers, look how close Toyosi and Aquin still are.
Bar is loaded for Jennifer. Let's go, Jennifer.
Jennifer Pay 165 on the bar. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights. And because we've seen a successful squat and bench from all 12 of these ladies, when they get a successful deadlift, they will secure their total. And that's what we really hope to see in these opening attempts, and they can start to push it in that second and third round. Millie Stoney 172.5 has hit a personal best in all lifts so far, and opening 7.5 kilos below her best deadlift. I imagine looking to do the same here for a big total PB. Already this will be a 5 kilo total PB. Two to one, a good lift. Far side referee gave a red, so I just don't think is happy with that lockout position. But we'll have a look here in the replay. Jury are looking as well.
Bar is loaded. Let's go, Scarlett.
Clearly, you're giving the advantage of your next money.
Scarlett Taris now 175.
Now takes the platform at 215 kg.
And our referee.
Very quick opener there for Scarlett. 3 white lights, a good lift.
AJ will move this fast as speed.
Lisa Jenna Bell, get ready.
And the part is loaded for the units for AJ Sharma.
Bar is loaded.
The bar is loaded for Katrina Bell, 180 kilos. Another lifter who's already hit 2 PBs on squat and on bench. Looking for, I imagine, a queen sweep with deadlift and total.
Equal to the speed of that, I would say. AJ
And referee say 3 white lights.
Mr. Ray Powering.
And left there for Cal, 182.5 for Annalisa up next. Jenna Bell and Dominique, get ready.
Come on, Ray, you're walking out with
Bar is loaded for Annalisa Valente.
Annalisa Valente, 182.5 kilos. Getting very close to a deadlift and total PB, even with this opening attempt. A lot of progress from a lot of these ladies.
And our referee saying 3 white lights, good lift. Jenna Turner up next, opening at 187.5.
3 white lights, that is a good lift. Seeing some great opening attempts here as we are halfway through the group. We head into Jenna Turner's opening attempt of 187.5. Already 2.5 kilos below her total PB with this opening attempt.
Look at that air of confidence going around. She knows that that is just absolutely going to be sent beyond the realms.
Nice sturdy looking opening attempt.
And our referees going on the side. Side referee. Might have to go no. That is a good lift. 2 to 1.
2 to 1, a good lift. That far side referee again just not quite happy with that finishing position.
210.
Have a look here in the replay. This is the side that gets the red.
Bar is loaded for Mel. Dominique, get ready.
I think she should be okay with that. Won't want to be any more forwards, but she is locked out of the shoulders and the hips. Mel Rawsthorne now 210 kilos. Dominique Fortune 215 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Dominique Fortune, 215 kilos.
A very strong position for that bronze overall. Should all go well on deadlifts for her. Let's see how this opening deadlifts moves. She has a big personal best of 247.5. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Next up, Victoria Ali. We follow Toyosi on the quick, 220 kilos on the bar.
Victoria Ali, 220 kilos. Victoria opening 5 kilos below her best deadlift. Already this would be a 20 kilo total PB for her. Very strong opening attempt. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Next up, Toyosi Omatoso is opening at 252.5.
Big thumbs up there from Toyosi, feeling good before that opening deadlift. With a deadlift personal best of 265 in comp, you can see why she's feeling confident.
Toyosi will be followed by a Quinn. Bar is loaded for Toyosi. Let's see Toyosi.
All smiles here from Toyosi. I'm sure we'll see the gears turned on as we get to that third deadlift, but this is a comfortable weight for her.
Lovely work, George. Lovely crash right there. That's it. That's for you. Undoubtedly. Jordan Leonard.
Yeah, and you can see why it was all smiles in Toyosi's corner. A lovely opener, a good lift.
Final opener comes from a Quinn on your line. 255 kilos for a Quinn.
Jordan, let's do this to your family and friends in the background.
And our final opening attempt belonging to none other than Quinn Onua.
Let's go Quinn.
255 kilos, has a personal best of 268. Worth mentioning the world open record is 287, belonging to Natalie Lalai from Australia. Lots of very impressive deadlifters here, and a Quinn certainly with that superhero landing as one of them.
Center referee getting the light center. 3 white lights as a good lift as we move into round 2, 162.5 for Rebecca Coggle.
And that concludes the opening attempts with quite a bang. Oh, I love the way she puts down that deadlift, so powerful. And we head through to that second round. Look at those jumps come in. A Quinn's second attempt at 270.5. And that's why I mentioned that the deadlift world record is 287.5. Not a million miles off, even if she doesn't reach there today. Natalie is quite a formidable force, so to even scratch near that is quite something. 162.5 for Rebecca Coggle, 12.5 kilo jump. And that is a good lift, 3 white lights.
Twice in a row. What is going on? Jennifer Piet up next, 175 kilos. Taking a 10 kilo jump here from her opener. William Scarlett, get ready.
Nice work. I reckon he's got so much
Jennifer Payet, 175, a 10 kilo jump, 5 kilos below her personal best on deadlift. 2.5 below her best total.
Let's get the Red Sea smash through. Mr. Cole, Richard.
Pretty smooth second attempt, a little slower towards lockout, but altogether pretty comfortable, and it is a good lift.
Millie Stoneley up next, 180 kilos for Millie. Scarlett, Annalisa, and Kat, get ready.
What on earth? I can't believe what to see. Paul.
Bar is loaded.
Millie Stoneley, 180 for her second attempt, a 7.5 kilo jump and match personal best. Little tricky towards lockout there for Millie, but it is a good lift. 3 white lights, match personal best.
Scarlett.
185 for Scarlett Sataris, 10 kilo jump. Strong lockout there for Scarlett, and it is a good lift.
Bar is loaded for Annalisa. Let's see it.
Annalisa Valente, 192.5, a 10 kilo jump, just shy of her personal best of 195. 3 white lights, a good lift.
Record.
Bar is
195, a 15 kilo jump for Katrina Bell. 2.5 kilo personal best on deadlift should she get this, and a 10 kilo total PB. Very strong looking pull there. Very patient with it as she gets to that lockout. And it is a good lift.
Let's go, Mr. Gibson. Let's all get behind her.
Jenna Turner.
Jenna Turner, 197.5, a 10 kilo jump to be for a total personal best. Very strong second attempt from Jenna and a new total PB. Getting very close to that deadlift PB. Imagine looking to extend that on her third attempt.
Let's get behind him now. He has moved 130 and 155 so fast. These one on Booker straight bar loaded on the right of his arm. Come on then, Rod. Whenever you are ready, Mr. Vista. Cool, calm and collected.
Now Ross Thorne, 225, a 15 kilo jump from her opener. The gap not too large between her and Dominique, should they both make these second attempts. 5 kilos separates them. And it slows down as you would expect, but it's a strong second attempt. And 2-1, a good lift. Gets a blue from the side referee, I think, for assisting on the legs, but there's a difference between assisting on the legs and just the bar getting a little bit stuck, as long as the legs weren't aiding the bar. I think because the knees bent a little early there. I can certainly see where the blue would have come from, but I actually think she's okay with it. Dominique Fortune, 225, a 10-kilo jump. And looking very strong for it. 3 white lights, a good lift. Victoria Ali, 232.5, a 12.5 kilo jump. Came in today with a 470 total PB. This would give her 502.5. Huge effort there from Victoria. And she says, run it back, let's go again. 3 white lights, a good lift, and still some kilos to collect there in her third. We now have Toyosi Omotosho, 267.5, a 15-kilo jump, and this is to extend the open total record currently at 638.5. This will give her 650.5. A huge extension of that record on her second attempt. Oh, and it is so comfortable. 2-1, a good lift. She does get a call for insufficient lockout. So we'll have a look at that again if we can. But it just shows how much the two lifters have grown in the last year after just extending that record last year on their second attempts, both looking to push that further and further. We'll see where we end up on the third. And our final second attempt, and it is gargantuan. You can see the chips going on. This is for a deadlift and total British record. 270.5 kilos on the bar. And the bar is loaded for a Quinn Onoa, 270.5 for a new open deadlift British record, extending it by half a kilo, and a new open total record, extending what Toyosi had just done moments ago to 654. Oh my goodness. She is going to load a house in order to pull what she needs to beat Toyosi. Toyosi's put in a placeholder of 302. But the pressure is on when a 270 deadlift looks like that. You might not get the luxury to pull afterwards if you were anyone else but Toyosi, who has a very similar pull. And it's a game of chicken now, as a Quinn has put in 305. They're saying, we're not going to drop it until you drop it, so game on. If we have to come out and try and both pull 300 plus, then we will. We'll see how that unfolds as we move into the third and final round of deadlifts. 167.5 kilos for Rebecca Kogel.
This is beyond 230 now. Can you believe this? The next 4 benches.
Are we good? No, to be
Unfortunately not there today for Rebecca.
182.5 for Jennifer, followed by Millie. Kilos, 9.9 day for Jennifer.
182.5 for Jennifer here. A 7.5 kilo jump from her second. For a new personal best on deadlift and on her total. It's a great fight, 2-1, a good lift and a new personal best for Jennifer.
185 kilos for Millie, Scarlett and Annalisa.
Nice one, KT. What am I saying? That's it. In my life. Congratulations. Nice work in the last place. Weight bowl ring is really heating up now. 237.5 kg.
Millie Stoneley, 185 for a new personal best. 5 kilos on deadlift. And to hit that 500 kilo milestone total. Sticky towards lockout, but she manages to pull it through. Is it good enough? Unfortunately, the referee is not quite happy with that finishing position. Scarlett coming up for 195. 10 kilo jump from her second. Sticks with it so nicely. Great finish. And 3 for 3 on deadlifts. A good lift. Annalisa Valente, 200 kilos, a big milestone deadlift. 5 kilo personal best on deadlift and 10 on total. And that is a good lift. Big milestone to hit there, 200 kilos. And just 7 deadlifts remain before we wrap up this flight of 84 plus women. Katrina Bell, 202.5. 7.5 kilo jump, looking to go over the 200 kilo milestone for the first time. A huge 17.5 kilo total PB if she gets this as well today. A big fight for Katrina. Struggling to get to that lockout. And she does, but I'm a little worried she might be getting blues. Yeah, unfortunately, just the bar was assisted up the leg a little bit there.
Huge line there for Kat. Jenna Turner is up next, coming out for 2:05. Followed by Mel, Dominique and Victoria. 205 kilos for Jenna, looking to complete the perfect 9 for 9 day on this last pool.
Some great attempt selection today.
Let's get behind her. The bar is loaded for
The ladies lifting so well. Jenna Turner now, 205 kilos, a 2.5 kilo deadlift PB, and a 15 kilo total personal best. 7.5 kilo jump from her second. Big fight at that lockout, but keeps the bar moving. And is rewarded 3 white lights, a good lift, and new personal bests.
Beautiful attempt selection there from Jenna. Mel Rosthorn is up next. 230 kilos for Mel. Dominique, Victoria, and Toyose, get ready.
And now the fights for position. Mel coming out for 230 kilos.
Let's see it, Mel.
That's a huge fight, and she manages to get it up. Waiting for the lights, but unfortunately not successful for Mel today.
4 lifts remain in the 84 plus category.
And that means Dominique Fortune in that bronze position.
For 555 kilo total for Dominique. Bar is loaded for
Dominique Fortune, 237.5, a 12.5 kilo jump. Already your bronze medalist looking for a 9 for 9 day and a 555 total.
Gets it to the top, gets the command. Referee say. Center referee.
And 2-1 unfortunately, but she knows she's already got the bronze. It's all smiles and hearts to the crowd.
3 lifts remain. 240 kilos for Victoria Ali.
3 deadlifts remain, and you know they're going to be absolutely huge. We are expecting to see some attempt changes because as strong as they are, I don't think 300 is on the cards today. But the pace they're going, maybe soon, who knows. It's a game of chicken, and they gotta start moving and making moves soon. 240 on the bar for Victoria Ali.
Let's go, Victoria. Last pull. Make it count.
Huge final pull from Victoria. Manages to lock it out. Big smiles all round, and it is a good lift, 2-1.
Right, folks.
Gets a blue from the center referee for assisting the bar.
First up. Oh, I see a change. There's a change.
And we have had the change come in just in time as they were loading the 302 for Toyosi. They did not have any time left. The game of chicken went on too long, and unfortunately a Quinn already in the lead can afford for them to both throw away that last deadlift. So Toyosi had to put the number in and put the top end of what she thinks she can achieve today, and it is 276.5. As I mentioned before, the open world record belonging to Natalie Lalai, 287.5, so getting so close to the best deadlift in the world in this battle for the national title.
Ladies, just on the 2 minutes to change your openers and the 5, just on the 5 minutes, I'll repeat that, just on the 2 minutes, and so you can change your openers, and just in the 5 minutes, so the bar begins.
And the bar is loaded on one.
And the bar is loaded for a British deadlift and total record. Looking to pull for the win, Toyosi Omotosho, 276.5 kilos for a 659.5 total to move ahead of a Quinn to follow. This is a monumental deadlift. And look at the way it's moving. Can she finish it though? Her hips just couldn't get through, unfortunately. Which means that a Quinn walks away British champion and now can load what she wants. And oh my goodness, they have put on an unofficial world record attempt.
88 kilos.
This is absolutely huge, and I kept mentioning that number for this exact reason. I thought and I hoped we would see an attempt, and if she had the freedom to do so, which she now does, she is attempting it. Look, the chips are going on. This is the heaviest deadlift we've ever seen in British powerlifting, the heaviest deadlift in IPF.
British powerlifting history. Let's see if she's going to make history again.
The open world record belonging to Australia's Natalie Lalai, 287.5.
If anyone can do it, it's going to be a Quinn. Let's make sure we're all behind her.
And the bar is loaded for an unofficial world record attempt for a Quinn Onua, your new British champion, for the cherry on top, 288 kilos for an unofficial world record.
Let's see it, Quinn. Let's make this fly.
Oh, and it is moving! And without much difficulty at all, 3 white lights, an unofficial world record for a Quinn Onua, 288 kilos. A perfect day for a Quinn and an unofficial world record. Britain got shooters. That is absolutely incredible. And you've got to think, when she steps onto that international platform next year, the record is in danger. What an absolutely incredible way to end the flight. A Quinn Onua ending with 671.5, a new British record total, your new champion with a 288 deadlift, a world record, an unofficial world record, a new British squat record at 258.5, but she was so highly contested by our silver medalist Toyosi Omotosho, ending on 650.5, just narrowly missing that final attempt, and your bronze medalist Dominique Fortune with 555. What an amazing way to end the British on this side of the platform. But do tune in as we are about to head into the deadlifts for the 84s and 120 plus on platform 2. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining, and do stick around to see the 84 plus champion crowned. We'll see you then.
Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinized by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes as standard with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty. Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinized by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes as standard with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty. Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinized by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes as standard with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty.
British Open Classic Championships with GL of 160.28 was Ade Obasaki.
Manufactured exclusively in Great Britain at SBD's state-of-the-art facility, these new 7mm powerlifting knee sleeves have been designed for competitive powerlifters that need the maximum possible support from their sleeves. An innovative new high-grade neoprene offers enhanced second skin compression that molds to the joint all the way through the range of motion. No gapping during flexion means that the knee joint is supported consistently all the way through the lift, helping lifters maintain form and bar speed as they approach maximal attempts. Heavyweight linings, edging and seams, and abrasion-resistant outers that are designed to withstand even the most aggressive fitting make the 7mm knee sleeve the most robust sleeves in SBD's product portfolio. Engineered in Great Britain to SBD's exacting standards, each sleeve is carefully scrutinized by a team of highly trained quality control personnel and comes as standard with SBD's antimicrobial technology and a 1-year warranty.